Hello, my name's Alec. I'm the technical manager at Quelfire, and today I wanted to briefly talk about what we mean when we say the word annulus. Now, on a lot of our details, you're going to see the word annulus, like 20mm HPE annulus, 10mm acrylic sealant annulus. What we mean by that is the annulus space around the service, say for example a pipe, from the edge of the service to the edge of the supporting material, be it the wall, the floor, fire bat, compound, etc. When we state the annulus, we will state it in two different ways. The first way, which is typically what we do for most of our details because that's the way it was in the older version of our fire test standard, is a prescribed annulus. So for example, here with cables around a cable carrier, we need a prescribed annulus of 20mm. So that means within the bat, you need to have a 20mm circular annulus and then a prescribed depth. So with this one, I know that it's a 20mm annulus, a 25mm depth. The bat is 50mm depth, so this HPE is only going halfway into the bat, but it's 20mm around. When we look at something like the CPVC sprinkler pipe, for example, the annulus here is 10mm, so it's only 10mm around, but it is the full depth. That means the entire depth of the bat needs to be cut away and that the HPE sealant goes right through it. This is very important when it's CPVC because only the HPE sealant can touch it, not the fire bat. There are often times now where you'll be looking at what we call a direct-to-wall seal. So just below it, these are penetrations that go directly, say, through a plasterboard wall, and you might just have a small hole and you want to seal it that way. Again, you may have a prescribed annulus size. So for some of our details, it will say 10mm, 20mm, and it must be that size. So it's very important that then the pipe or the cable is positioned centrally through that wall. So with some of the testing that we have done with the newer update, the 2021 standard, there is a way to test what's known as a range, or an annulus range. So for again, if we look back at the CPVC pipe, if you looked at our single skin plasterboard wall data, you will see that it says the annulus of 10 to 20 or 10 to 30mm. This means that the pipe could have an annulus of 10mm one side, 20mm the other. It helps that situations where the pipe work is not centrally positioned. Alternatively, if you're looking at something like this here, where we've done acrylic sealant around a cable, you may see on some of our details, especially our more newer ones like our single skin plasterboard wall details, the annulus say 20mm or less. And what that means is when we did the test, we would have positioned one in the center and we positioned one tight to the aperture edge. So this happens where the cable might be really tight to the bottom of this hole. You could then have a 20mm annulus around it, and then you just seal around the cable just to give it that extra bit of protection at the bottom as well. Again, this is all shown in our drawings, always in the bottom left-hand side with the information about the cable, the pipe work, the annulus, etc. But if you have any queries about this, please reach out to our technical team. Our contact information is on the screen now, and we'll be more than happy to help.